Good morning, everybody, from the beautiful Florida Keys. Got my buddy Ryan behind me right there.
What's up, guys?
We got Denny behind the camera, and today we're gonna be doing some bridge fishing. So once a year, I like to come down here in the wintertime when it's not too hot, and we got a really good shot at a bunch of different variety of fish. The unique nature of the Florida Keys and these bridges is you have snapper, grouper, yellowjacks, mackerel, and even a lot of sharks that roam these waters. It's a super fishy area. And once a year, I like to come down here and usually harvest the bull shark. So we're gonna go and try to catch a bunch of bait today, catch some good fish for the dinner table. And if we're lucky enough, if we get a big bull shark to swim by, hook him up and bring him home to eat. So we got an action-packed day for you guys. Happy to have you here. We'll see you out on the bridge. One take wonder. One of the things we like to do on the Keys Bridge is fish live shrimp on a jig head, live shrimp on bottom. We also got some dead bait, but just a little deadly presentation. You could either drift it back with the current or just drop it right on top of the piling. We got to find where the fish are. Every time we come down here, they're always at a different set of pilings, but just nice little mustad jig head, live shrimp, Okuma 4000, little Conley light rod. And I'm just gonna work the front of each piling, and right now it's the outgoing tide. So the water is flushing from the Gulf going into the ocean. And then what we really like is the incoming tide. So the clean ocean water rushing underneath the driving bridge. That's where we catch most of our good fish, our yellowjacks, our muttons. And the tide should be switching just about any time now. And that's why the Keys Bridge is so special. If you think about it, you have two worlds colliding, right? You got all the fish from the Gulf and all the fish from the Atlantic. And it's kind of like a meeting point, and they all kind of flush one way or another, and that's why this place is so special to fish. You know, growing up, I didn't have a boat. I fished mainly piers, bridges, jetties, stuff like this, and you could catch a lot of quality fish here. I've caught keeper black grouper, keeper muttons, Cubera snapper, all sorts of great stuff, but it is a lot of work, a lot of walking, and a lot of finding, but it makes it that much more special when you land a good quality fish from the bridge. So Dennis, let's see if we can put one on the bridge. There's all these little eddies in front of the pilings, and that's where I like to fish, because the fish don't like the super high moving water. They like to sit in that kind of more stagnant water. Also, in order for us to catch and land a bull shark successfully, we need to have the outgoing tide, because where we physically landed is way down where we parked. And if the current's going underneath the bridge, that shark is just gonna break us off on the driving bridge, and there's nowhere to land him. So we need that outgoing tide. All right, first yellowjack on. Yoo-hoo, on the shrimp jig. Yoo! Yellowjack! This is the most underrated fish in Florida. They're small. They get much bigger than this, but this is like the average size you catch in the Keys, but they are so good. They're unregulated, so you could keep 2 fish or 100 pounds per person, whichever is greater. Some of the best eating sashimi fish. They got a really good oil content. They're usually here by the thousands in the wintertime on the bridges, and I'm pretty sure this is one of the reasons the bull sharks are here, is chasing these big schools of yellowjacks. We got one shark bait and also one dinner fish if it doesn't become a shark bait. Okay, we're making our shark rig right now. Just did some haywire twists on some heavy wire. Look at that. That is a good looking haywire twist. I think this is a 12-0 Mustad Demon Perfect circle hook. It's usually the hook that I fish for these bull sharks on the bridges. And since we already got a shark bait out and it's outgoing, might as well send them out there. Brings me back to my old days. I gotta show you guys this rod. This rod right here has seen a lot of stuff in its life. This was my first, if I can even get it out of Ryan's pier cart.
Come on, get it out.
This was my first ever shark rod when I grew up fishing Deerfield Pier. Grew up fishing the beaches when I used to shark fish off the beach a lot. And I've had a lot of great memories on this thing. My biggest ever hammerhead shark was on this. It even made the local news. This was like the start of Vic's YouTube career. I had a hammerhead shark video go viral, and that is part of the reason that I am here today, is because of this rod and that fish. Many moons later, many videos later, but still the same old guy, bringing it back to his roots.
That rod has been rewrapped multiple times too, if I remember correctly.
If you guys,
yes.
If you're wondering what this stuff is right here, when we fight them off the bridge, it's really rough on your rod. You can see all the scratches. So I just take some vinyl tubing and some tie wraps, so that way I can set the rod on the concrete and not have to worry about it getting damaged. Now tell me this isn't the most menacing sound in the world. When you hear this thing ripping off, you know you got a giant on, and it's a good feeling. Just gonna hook our yellow jack right here in the shoulder. Don't need a big hook, don't need a big bait. When these sharks are hungry, they will eat just about anything. We see a shark, and I'm pretty sure he sniffs or smells the yellow jack. Oh, see him? He's right in line with the yellow jack. Coming closer. Sometimes sharks can be very weary, and when we're on the boat, they don't seem to be. They're all over your bait or all over your fish, but sometimes they're just like anything else. They don't want to feed. He definitely saw that bait. He was within 10 feet of it, and he has to smell it. I don't know if the bait's too small for him or if he doesn't want to eat it on top, but there's definitely a bull shark in the area. I'm getting a bite. Current finally switched, going underneath the bridge, so now we're able to fish the way we want. And I'm getting a few taps. Talked to a couple local regular guys who have been here all week, and they've said that on the incoming it's been pretty decent for mutton snapper and yellow jacks, so the tide just switched in our favor, and hopefully we make something happen here. I still can't believe the one bull shark that we saw would not eat my bait. Oh, come on. That was a good run, Dennis. Come on, run with it. Run with it. I can feel you there. You just got to commit to it, buddy. There it is. There's something. I think that'll be a little mutton snapper, maybe. He was just sitting there munching it. What is it? It's a little mutton snapper. Yep. Not going to be a keeper, but still a start. Long leaders, just like we do on the boat. No different on the bridge. So you can catch keepers. In Florida, they got to be 18 inches total length, but he was just sitting there munching the bait. Little mustad beak hook. And, you know, I've got to fish with a lot of people over the years, and someone who's really good at this is a fellow YouTuber called Chad from Chad Gone Fishing. And he does really well on the keeper muttons off the bridges, and he taught us a lot. Some secrets that I won't reveal out of respect for him, but he definitely taught me to downsize my tackle when it comes to the bridges. But gorgeous little mutton snapper we're gonna let go. Hopefully we've got a keeper here soon.
I don't know if he's still on there. So Victor ran down with his shrimp jig rod to go try and find some more bait. We did have a bait out, and it got picked up. Oh, it did get picked up, so it's picked up right now. We got something eating it. Come on! Well, no, it definitely picked it up and ran with it. And then I had it in my hand, and then something pulled it for a second again. I don't know what it is, though.
Slack tide's awfully dangerous to catch a shark.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I think a bull shark would have taken some line.
Pulled some line.
Yeah, whatever this thing is does not know it's hooked. See, this is why we put that tubing on the rods. Yeah, it's a nurse shark.
Nurse shark.
Not the target species, but one of the many things you can catch here. I guess once this tide switches, hopefully we start catching some more fish. And we're gonna have to stay for that afternoon outgoing tide to try to catch our bull shark. So I brought a bunch of Speedos from home. These are really good, they're hardy. The little fish don't peck through them too much. And we're just doing chunks about this big right on that hook. And we're drifting it underneath the bridge as much as we possibly can. But just a really good, oily, pretty hardy bait. And I know if we put our time in, we're gonna get some good quality fish here. So I'm fishing 20-pound fluorocarbon. Real little hook, you don't need much. These fish can be pretty leader shy. and hook shy. And just like that. And I'm just trying to get my bait as far back underneath that driving bridge as possible. Come on. On again. Oh, it's a yellow jack. Some type of jack. It's a normal jack, I think. Isn't it amazing? We were here for 3 hours on the outgoing, almost nothing. Tide switches and then the fish all of a sudden eat, or they just come from somewhere. I don't know. But we've always had much better success on the incoming at these bridges than the outgoing. We'll let him dangle over the side real quick and see if a shark comes up.
I figured that's what you were doing.
Probably don't want to attract sharks to our area. Are you trying to steal my spot, Ryan?
I figured that there would be more than one yak that size.
Gonna save this guy for shark bait. Maybe we'll catch a bigger one, but or just for good dead bait too. These guys make good dead bait. They're nice and red and oily. Oh, that's a better one. Oh, dang it! That was a good one. That one was pulling some drag. They're here.
That one had a tail.
Yep, significantly bigger tail than the other ones. Hook just pulled, but that was a decent sized fish to be able to pull drag. Gotta get back out. He's there.
Yeah.
Okay, now the battle begins. You gotta get him in before he breaks you off on the pylon. Over Ryan's line.
Doing the dance. Come on, brother.
It's a mutton. Probably not a keeper, but it's a mutton. It's a flippable one.
Mutton man Victor.
2 muttons. Woo! They're getting a little bit bigger. All right, he is about the same size, huh? Mutton snapper number 2, another 13-incher. Gotta let him go. Holy smokes. Just had a rip and run, wasn't ready for it, and it dropped it. We'll see if it comes back. A lot of times they'll pick it up, they'll feel the weight. Oh, he got it again. Are you growing in size, buddy? They feel a little bit bigger. You know, they're not big, but doing something like this, switching it up from always going offshore and challenging yourself to catch fish from the bridge is fun, especially on the light tackle like this. A lot of mutton snapper here, another one. Unfortunately, there's a lot more small mutton snapper than there are big ones. Okay, that one is better. That one is definitely better. That's a shark. We're not landing a fish today. Give me my fish, you stupid shark! Ah! That's a shark. Hate to see it. That was probably a keeper fish. And just like that, they leave you alone with all the other size ones, but as soon as you get something you can take home, Mr. Bull Shark knows it's his, not yours.
What the heck was that, brother?
That is why we're going to get revenge on a bull shark today.
You could say that they're infested out here.
They are. Did I hook a shark?
You must have.
I hooked the shark. He ate my chunk. Now they're eating our baits. You gotta reel like a madman. Are we gonna get it done, Dennis? No free meals for the sharks. Of course, it's a dink. Ah! He got it! He got it! Let go! Let go! Oh! He let go. That's crazy. I've never had that happen to me before. I was reeling in my mutton snapper and a Goliath grouper came out of nowhere and inhaled it, but luckily we got it back. He's actually looks pretty fine. He just sucked him in, but I think this guy will still live. I don't know about after I release him. The Goliath will probably find him, but that was pretty cool to see. Me and Ryan have done this a lot in the past, and I've never seen every 5 minutes every bait you put out, even though they're not keepers. There's definitely a good healthy population of mutton snapper here. The Goliath grouper that I just that try to eat my mutton is looking at Ryan's right now. Our buddies from South Carolina just donated to the Land Shark Fund for some shark bait since we can't catch our own. They caught a bunch of them down there, so I think we're gonna make a move, couple pilings over, and try to catch some yellow jacks now.
Bullshit. All right, good luck, guys.
Thank you. There's just not a lot around, I guess. I'm bit.
Yeah.
Is this gonna be our first yellow jack?
You caught one earlier.
Yeah. It's been a while. Oh yeah, there's the school, Ryan. Get your shrimp there. Success.
Oh, you got a runner.
Oh yeah.
I got a
Yellow
mackerel.
Oh, a blue runner.
There we go.
Oh.
That's a good bait.
Yep. 2 shark baits. A blue runner and Ryan
And the
caught a
Cero.
Cero mackerel. Look at that. That's a nice wahoo or kingfish bait right there. Nice big blue runner. So
Whoa.
is that thing.
Yeah, that would be a kingfish bait too. So Ceros are actually, they're pretty dang similar to wahoo in terms of meat quality. They're much better than Spanish.
They're way better than wahoo.
They are delicious, delicious fish. But today, I think I might actually feed this guy to a bull shark. But they are really, really good. We'll see what we do with this guy. Blue runners, huh?
Yeah. Weird. Never caught so many blue runners off the
Yeah,
Kings
I mean, if
bridges
we were
before.
trying to catch kudos, this
You
would
got
have been. He's got a yellow.
We'll let this one go. Finally got my first yellow jack in a long, long time since this morning. All of them.
Look where he is.
More.
Vic, look where he is.
Where is he?
He's
Oh,
flopping.
right there. Oh, grab him, grab him. Oh,
Your arm is way too short, brother.
5 for 5'7". Hey, 5'8".
Do not fall in, bruh.
Success. That was extremely lucky, huh? Oh, y'all sandy now. Y'all sandy jack. Second yellow jack of the day. It's been a grind for us. A lot of blue runners, Cero mackerel, and finally yellow jack for Vic. Look at how the Goliath doesn't care about the sharks. So we kept waiting for that tide to switch so we could catch the sharks on the outgoing side, and as you can see, there was so many around. The problem was the current was going the wrong way, so we had to make an executive decision and try to find a new spot. Since we didn't know if the tide was going to switch in time, I had texted my buddy Nick Stancic, who lives in the Keys, and he said that he has a spot covered in bull sharks. So that's what we did, packed up the stuff from the bridge and headed his way. He's right underneath the docket. What's up, Nick?
How you doing? There's too many sharks around here.
All right, guys, check this out.
There he is.
Okay, I'm just gonna go for it, Nick. We can talk later.
Oh yeah?
Yes. No, pelican, go away.
That's a bigger one.
Oh my gosh, he ate it.
Did he?
Yeah, he ate it. He's going the wrong way.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's another one with him.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, he felt the wire.
Oh,
I
he
just got
Ryan's.
whacked.
sandbagging you. Look at that one there too. Ryan's went the right way.
Did he drop it or does he have it?
No, he's got it.
Oh, that's a big one.
Are we doubled?
No, mine dropped mine.
I don't want him to go that way. Can I free spool?
Oh, look at the size of that one.
Come on, eat it,
Oh
eat
my
it, eat it.
Oh no.
Keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it. They feel that wire. They don't like it. They're used to being fed just...
He spit it out?
He spit it out multiple times. All right. We're at an undisclosed location. I want you guys to do me all a favor. Go subscribe to Nick's YouTube channel right now, Stan's Fam. He gave us the meat call. Private property, so please do not come here and try this, but there's a bunch of bull sharks over here, and we just rolled up. There's like 5 over here. Ryan's got one on right now.
I got the biggest nonsense wrap of rope.
Come on.
You still bait? Look at it.
Yeah. You still have them?
Yeah. I'm just trying to get it to go the other way.
I'm sweating from this. Oh, here it comes. Oh my gosh.
But keep it in your mouth. Keep it in your mouth.
That thing's 250 pounds, 300 pounds.
Spook? You didn't feel any tension.
God.
Okay, I'm gonna let him keep it out.
Yeah, they all go that way.
I want bull shark burgers. Stay away from that pilot. Oh, there's that one.
It's actually just full. You didn't even... No. Ryan.
Now, I'm just trying to not get wrapped on a dock at this point. This shark is doing a bunch of tomfoolery.
No nurse sharks.
If you can remove one, you could have about 2, that's even better.
I cannot believe they pulled. Gotta switch to VMCs, Nick.
Yeah, no, the second he gets close to the piling, I just loosen up and he goes right back out. So basically, I'm just kind of playing this thing right now. Get him going where I want him to go.
Oh, here he is. Here's big guy.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan's got one on. I lost mine. The hook just pulled. Pretty crazy fishing for him right here. There's a lot of things to break you off on. The dock, the pilings. Ryan's is straight up and down.
I know he's gonna freak out. I had to back off the drag because this could turn real dangerous real quick. I've never seen a shark go to sleep like this. It was pretty crazy.
Now there's too many nurse sharks where I can't just let the bait sit there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm ready right now to just free spool because he could freak out and try and pull me in, you know?
All right, well, I just subdued Ryan's shark, stabbed it in the gill a couple times, let him calm down. My shark is scared and he's not coming back, so I think we're gonna have to change locations.
Ryan will be back in 20 minutes.
All right, I'm hanging out. I can't really go nowhere.
Yeah.
He munched
Ooh,
it.
there's another big one too.
He munched it. No clicker. That's a nice little puppy dog size one.
Could be a good one.
And he dropped it.
Are you kidding me?
Nope. Either way, we got a bull shark. Ryan's got his over there. It's bleeding out right now. I'm just trying to catch one more. And the reason we do this,
Ryan used your cereal.
Did he? I'll let
What
Nick
type of
talk
friend is
about it. There's a big blue runner in there.
Yeah, sure that.
Nick, did these bull sharks ever used to be here?
So I'm 40 years old, lived here my whole life in the Florida Keys, and would never, as a kid, never see the bull sharks in here or lemons in the daytime. At nighttime, when we were real young, we used to fish, in here, the basins, by the bridges, and catch a lot of lemons at night, but never the bulls. And it could be noon now, and there could be 5 or 6 big bull sharks in here swimming around. And a lot of the backcountry guides, offshore boats, you see in Vic's videos, like there's days you cannot catch a fish, and they eat everything. Look at that bull shark right there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a fatty there.
So would you say they're overpopulated?
They're definitely not underpopulated. There used to be a lot of commercial, bull shark ate you. There used to be a lot of commercial shark fishing. There still is some, you just don't really see it. It's out of sight, out of mind, but people do harvest them and eat them.
Yeah.
But not like they used to. And the amount of sharks nowadays is
Oh my gosh, they just dropped
insane
it.
what it used to be. Because my dad never used to have sharks eat bonefish. He loves bone fishing. And now, every other trip, every few trips, at least a shark eats at least one, if not more than that. And
Yeah.
we used to have one every few years eating, and now it could be, dozens and dozens a year. There's a bully, right?
I think it was. Yeah, he dropped it again. Unfortunately, in Florida, there's not a big commercial market for sharks because killing sharks is, number one, it's a lot of work, and the market demand just dwindled over the years. So their population has absolutely exploded. So we're just taking matters into our own hands.
Yeah, but like you too, you're not wasting the shark. You don't just kill
we're
it.
gonna eat it.
People eat it. It feeds people, and they're actually decent eating, correct?
Yeah,
Like obviously, bull shark, a little guy.
it's the same one, but he dropped it again.
Yep. They're getting on to us.
You know what they?
But anyhow, there's a lot more sharks than there used to be, no doubt about it. You could ask anybody that fishes here for a living. That is a small bull shark.
How do you know? There's another small one right there.
You think Ryan's having fun holding his?
Okay, one last attempt. If not, then we're just gonna take thumbnails with his and call it a day. Do you see? He
Yes.
completely just diverted it.
I think the small one will come and get it.
Oh, the nurse got wrapped in the line.
Kidding me? Okay, there's 2 bull sharks left at least. Nurse shark's coming back on you. Bull shark's coming.
They need to
too.
fight for it.
There you go.
All right, that's enough. They don't want it. We got to try it another day.
Okay.
They got smart. So when we first got here, there was like 5 bulls,
Now we're
and
gonna-
every single one was eating.
You can't catch that one?
No, he doesn't want to eat. Is that a big?
There's the big
Oh,
one.
there is a big one.
You heard it. Oh, you can get someone there. Gotta get that surface bite where they don't see the wire.
Well, they run with it, but then they drop it as soon as they feel any of the tension. That's gonna be a wrap for Vic. We're gonna go and get Ryan's fish subdued, get them on land, process them before we lose our sunlight. So we're gonna do that now.
They're too smart.
Okay, just ran to the truck, got the tail rope.
Now here, I'll try and pull him sideways so you can get access to that tail.
Crazy how much they still bleed, huh?
This is the most nonchalant tail rope you'll ever get.
Yeah, this is much easier than the bridge. All right, we're getting the tail rope on him. Success. He's secured.
I'll come and help you.
Oh, he's definitely not dead.
Told you. Hold on. Come on, cowboy.
Yeah, something like that.
Swam off strong.
Is this bad for the fish? One. Come here, big puppy
Excellent.
dog.
That was the easiest drag we've ever had.
All right, we got it done.
Wow. Nuisance bull shark officially removed.
Yes. So I can't even catch my breath.
Dude, that was a chaotic sequence. You can play it back.
That was the most chaotic 30 minutes of my life, but so Nick invited us here because he has been charter fishing here. His family's been charter fishing the Florida Keys for decades and decades and decades. And if you guys don't live in Florida, you don't understand how bad of a problem sharks have become. It is insane. Sharks should not just be swimming in a marina this close to land, just waiting to feed on scraps. They're apex predators, and now they just become lazy puppy dogs. So we're gonna harvest the shark, we're gonna eat it, we're gonna share it with our friends and family. Everything you guys saw in this video was legal. To do it from land, you have to have a Shark Smart permit by FWC, and we got one of those. So now the most important thing, holy crap, I gotta catch my breath. Sharks excrete ammonia through their skin. So the most important thing right now is Ryan and I are going to gut it, get all the guts out, make sure that we preserve the meat as much as possible, cut the tail, head, fins off, core it out, get it on ice. Most important thing you can do. You can put on my team. That's why you buy an F-250.
So it's extra high and harder to get into?
Yeah. The boys got it done. One way or another. Wasn't the original plan we had, but there is a bull shark in the Mobile that me and Ryan are gonna enjoy. I always think about this whenever I harvest a shark. I think, how many people in the state of Florida right now are driving around with the core of a bull shark? I bet you we're the only ones, and that is a really cool feeling to have.
That was the end state of the video, was one less bull shark wreaking havoc on the Florida Keys, and honestly, something to feed our friends and family with. Pretty crazy.
All right, guys, we made it back home to Pompano Beach, and if you ever wondered what the core of a bull shark looks like, this is it right here. We didn't fillet it, even though there was a bunch of fillet tables over there where Nick took us to, because I wanted to let this meat rest, and it is ice cold now on the ride home, submerged in a nice ice bath. So if you can kind of visualize what Ryan and I did here, what I mean by the core of the animal is, so the head of the shark was right here. This is where the dorsal fin was, the second dorsal, pec fins would have been right here, and then the tail. And if you're wondering why there's so much of the shark missing is, I think one of the reasons there's not a big commercial shark fishery too is you actually don't get that much yield for how big the animal is. A large portion of a shark's body weight comes from its guts, its head, its tail, those fins, and it's just a lot of animal to deal with. And even from this right here, you're gonna see you don't get a lot of yield because there's a ton of bloodline, cartilage, and just meat that you wouldn't want to eat. Like even this right here where Ryan shaved away, this belly meat right here is super tough, fibrous, and we shaved away a good amount where that belly would kind of fold over. And then if you look in here, this was its gut cavity. And I'm not kidding. I'm pretty sure the statistic is it's like 40% of a shark's body weight is its liver, and it is just this massive organ. And real important, like we mentioned, is you have to get those guts out because sharks, unlike other fish, they don't pee. They excrete the ammonia through their skin. So if you wait too long after that animal is dead, it's gonna taint your meat. And I think that's why shark a lot of the time gets a bad rap, is because of that process. Shark is not like a normal fish, like a snapper grouper. When you think of a snapper grouper, they got a really flat skeleton. If you look at a shark, it almost is like a triangle. So it comes down.
Hang on, let me get focus.
So a shark will come down and then curve around. So you can't just really make a straight cut. You're gonna waste a lot of meat. And they also don't have bone. They have this stuff right here, which is cartilage. You can hear it's a lot softer than bone, so it's really easy to tear through the meat as well, or tear directly through the cartilage. And this is the knife that we actually use to butcher the shark. This is a Dextreme 10-inch tiger edge, serrated, because as you'll hear this, Ryan, that is the shark's skin. It is like sandpaper, and just it's a sacrifice. Watch what happens when I run my finger there. You can see it immediately starts turning red, and I'll probably have a little scrape up there the next day. But if you get tail whipped by one of these, it does not feel good. It's like straight up sandpaper.
Got it.
Here we go. I'm gonna fillet one side, and then Ryan's gonna fillet the other. And without Ryan, we would not have a fish on this table, so it would mean a lot to me if you guys went over and checked out his channel. I remember when Ryan started his channel, he was it before the Marine Corps or during the Marine Corps?
6 months before I joined the Marine Corps.
6 months before he joined the Marine Corps, I said, Ryan, start a channel, it'll change your life. And now it's his full-time job, just like it is mine, all thanks to you guys. So it'd be great if you guys checked out his channel, as well as Nick's, like I said.
Link below.
Link below. And I'm at like 820,000 subs. I would love to be at 1 million, and I never ask you guys to subscribe. So if you haven't already, please subscribe.
You're pointing the knife at him while you're telling him to
You
subscribe.
better subscribe. All right, so we're gonna go in with this tiger edge knife right here above that cartilage, and you can see how much that knife struggles, no matter how sharp it is, to get through the skin. But that's why we're gonna go from the inside out. It's a little bit easier to go from the inside out than outside in, so you don't have to deal with the skin. Now I want you to point the camera right and show right this. See right here, you have to really kind of curve down and around to kind of match the shark and what that meat wants to do. So now that I got it started from the inside out, I can continue following it along. And honestly, a serrated knife for pretty much any type of shark species is great for filleting these guys. I mean, you see how much pressure I'm putting into it, and it's basically using like a big hacksaw, and their meat, their skin, everything about them is just super aggressive and tough. Okay, now see what I mean right here? This is the cartilage that I'm talking about. It's not like bone. Watch how easily you can pierce through it. It's not like a normal fish skeleton. You think for an animal this big and this rugged, they would have a really meaty skeleton, but they don't. Remember the first time I filleted a shark, I thought I completely butchered it. It's just because you can't see the skeleton. And look at how thick the skin is. There's just a layer of blubber, huge bloodline, and just super abrasive skin. Hi, Brooke. Here's what I mean about that waist too. You have all this belly lining, and I'm just gonna skin out one section real quick just to show you guys how much bloodline and just cartilage is left on the meat. So I'm doing it in a section. I'm gonna swivel the knife around, and I'm gonna go on top of that bloodline. Okay, now look at this. Look at how much meat I left on top of the skin. That's a good 1/2 inch. And all this is super fibrous and super gamey meat. And that's all you're left with. You know, you think for such a big animal you'd get this incredible yield, but you really don't. Towards the head would be probably the best part of the fish. The tail is usually the toughest part of any animal, especially something like a shark. Luckily, since their skin is so tough, it's really hard to pierce through it. Alright, now this is going to be the most flavorful, delicate part of the shark, towards the head. This is where I'm going to make nice steaks. And I don't remember if I mentioned this in the video, but there was a couple of people with us at the dock subscribers of Nick's actually, and they were asking how shark tastes, and I said it's great, but it's very unique in that every bull shark is different. I've done this about 4 times now, and I'd say 1 out of 50% of the time it's amazing, and the other 50% of the time it's just good. It's like sometimes it's 9 out of 10, sometimes it's 6 out of 10. But what I found with shark is, since it is such a tough protein to deal with, anytime you have any type of tough protein, your best friend is to make as thin of steaks or fillets as possible. I know it's a few weeks before the holidays, and I know people are always looking for good gift ideas, and I got some cool suggestions for you guys. We just actually got this beautiful fillet table installed at our house. It's called a Killer Dock. I'll have the coupon codes on the screen here. But as you can see, one of the most unique features about it is I got this amazing light bar where we don't even need a light for our own camera to film it. Nice lit up, huge, hose bibs, all the works. We got this little fold out shelf to store your Ziploc bags and things. And I didn't brush on this during the fishing portion, but sunglasses if you guys are looking for them. I got some coupon codes for Waterlink hose, hooks, mustad, as well as all the shirts that I wear, the performance gear, Avail gear. I'll have all that stuff linked below. Just saying, if you guys are looking for some last minute holiday gifts, I'll have all that linked below. We still got a lot of work to do, so I will see you guys in the kitchen. And that is how you slice the bull shark. So this is my 4th time making bull shark in my YouTube career, and I will tell you one thing. It's a really delicious fish, but you gotta know how to prepare it. Shark, unlike regular fish, it's got a really firm, not chewy texture, but firm like a pork chop. And that's what I tell people, is you gotta treat it like you would a pork chop. So you don't want a super thick piece, and you don't wanna cook it too long, just like with anything. So what I did is I got our sheet pan full of our bull shark fillets, and you see the thickness that I chose. Just about that, like 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch. If you go too thick, someone's gonna be sawing at that plate, and they're not gonna enjoy their fish. The thinner, the better. You get more fillets, and the end user experience is much better. So got some olive oil on our bull shark. And if you guys look, I mean, it looks just like any other fish. For me, you know, this isn't out of the ordinary now because I've cooked so many sharks, but it is pretty cool to think not a lot of people have eaten shark in their lifetime. And I know there's a lot of people who, they can't get around the whole moral aspect of harvesting a shark. But if you think about it, it's really no different than any fish in the ocean. Where do you draw the line between what's acceptable to keep for food and what's not? There's not as many sharks as there are fish, but there's a lot less people keeping sharks less often. And this shark yielded a lot of meat, so we're able to share it with a lot of people. So both sides with that seasoned salt, and now just a little bit of garlic powder just on one side since they are pretty thin. So to go on top of our shark, we're gonna make a delicious, kind of like a spinach sauce, but we're cutting up some scallions right now. And then I already took the olive oil that was in the sun-dried tomatoes and put it in our saute pan. All right, we're gonna go ahead and mince these sun-dried tomatoes. So we're gonna work on that finishing topping for our shark, going in with some scallion, as well as our minced sun-dried tomato. Already had some regular yellow onion sauteing in the pan. To our topping, we're gonna add some minced garlic, some minced parsley. We're gonna wilt down some spinach. It's gonna shrink in volume by a lot. It's almost basically gonna disappear. And then we're gonna go outside and cook up our bull shark. I'm gonna whip up a little quinoa salad. So in this bowl, I got some feta cheese, sliced tomatoes, an orange pepper, parsley, cucumber, some scallion, and then I already pre-made some quinoa, let it chill. And we're gonna fold this in. All right, so you guys see that the spinach has wilted down quite a bit. I already used basically half that bag, so we just wanted to wilt it down a little bit, and I'm gonna take it off the heat, and then when we're ready to serve, I will warm it back up and we'll put it right on top of our fish. All right, now for our quinoa salad, good amount of olive oil, some garlic, lemon juice. Oh, this is a juicy lemon. Catch the seeds with your hand. And then we're gonna do some of the seasoned salt in here as well. Now we give it a mix. All right, boys and girls, it is time to cook on what has become my favorite thing to cook fish on, and it is the recteq smokestone griddle. So this is a pellet grill that is also a griddle top, so you get the best of both worlds. You still get that wood-fired flavor, you get a big cooking surface, seasoned it real nicely when I got it, and you guys can see it's basically non-stick. Just put some avocado oil on there. Now it's time to put our shark steaks down. Nice and hot. That's what I love about this thing. It gets super hot, so you get a really good crust on your fish. All right, time to flip. I think they've been on for like 3 to 4 minutes on the side. Just want to give them a little color. And as I was saying, they really got that firm texture. So this is a fish you could put directly on your grill grates and it will not fall apart on you. It kind of looks like there's fat rendering out of the fish, which would be good. You always want to see fat in fish. So since these were so thin, I wanted to cook them mainly on one side so I don't overcook both sides, just to give them that little bit of crust and color, because that's flavor. They're ready to come off the grill. All right, we're gonna go down with our quinoa salad, our bull shark, and then our finishing topping, that sun-dried tomato and spinach right on top of that shark. Who wants the first plate? All right, so here is our finished plate. We got our bull shark, that spinach, sun-dried tomato topping, our beautiful quinoa salad. Very excited to try this beautiful looking plate. And as you see, the shark did not go to waste. Even though there's an overabundance of them, still would never kill something just for the sake of killing it. Gonna share it with the family.
Well, shark is usually like, okay. That's the way I always think of shark. Like, yeah, it's edible, it's okay. Somehow, Victor made this shark. This is way more than just edible. This is really, really tasty. I'm enjoying it. So I'm kind of surprised. I don't think I ever had shark taste quite this good before. Kill them sharks. They're good eating, man.
So before I tried it, I was like, do we need knives? Because you think like maybe it'll be tough. But your fork just goes right through it. Mm-hmm. You don't need a knife whatsoever. And it tastes delicious. I don't know if it's when Victor cooks it like this, but it always reminds me of like a pork chop. It's got a little bit of a thicker, what's the word I'm looking for? Texture, thank you. The texture reminds me of like a pork chop, but a pork chop you need a knife to cut. This you don't. So I don't know, it's not really like a pork chop, I guess, but it's very delicious. So if you ever want to kill one, I know it's a lot of work, but go for it because it tastes good. Don't just kill it to kill it, you know, but very good. Good job, Vic.
So I'm curious because this is the 4th bull shark that I've harvested, and every time is a little bit different. Sometimes it's really tough, and then other times it's like butter. So let's see if we can just use a fork and if it's gonna flake like a fish. Don't need a knife. Super tender. Mm-hmm. Much more tender than the last time I made it. Good flavor. It's meaty. You know you're eating fish, but it's still, you know you're eating fish, but you think you're biting into a land animal texture-wise. I like it.
I always like eating shark. Every time Victor's made it, whether or not it's been soup or cooked like this, I'm always surprised that more people don't target them, because also it's an exciting thing to catch. Sometimes people want to target something that's fun. They don't want to just catch a snapper because they're not into that. I mean, what's more exciting than catching a shark? And then the fact that you can actually eat it, unlike a lot of those like sailfish and things like that a lot of people don't usually cook. This is something that's exciting to catch, and it cooks well. So I think, like my dad said, you should try to catch a bull shark and cook it up for your family.
Well, it cuts with a fork, which is very nice. Has Nice firm texture. It tastes really good. I'm not lying. It's really good. Like Brian said, you wouldn't think it would be, but it's really nice. Good job, Vic.
Thank you. Okay, we're gonna enjoy the rest of our lunch with our baby. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Big thank you to Nick for letting us come over to his secret spot and come harvest a bull shark. Please don't go over there and try to do that. Nick's a good friend of ours, so that was a very special occasion. Check out his channel, Ryan's channel, and till the next one. Come on, Brookie, say it.
Bye.
Bye.